going to get ready for our scallion pancakes, okay? You guys ready for some scallion pancakes? Scallion pancakes need a lot of scallions, so let me work on the scallions and get these ready. I cleaned these all up, but they just need to get chopped up. Chopping those ends off. The more the merrier when it comes to scallion pancakes. The more scallions, the happier you will be. These scallion pancakes are a tradition in China. You find them, they're like street food, and there's lots of ways that you can make them. I am going to make them, obviously, gluten-free. You can use regular flour with almost the same recipe. You can make them very complicated, the traditional way. I'll talk more about that in a few minutes, but I'm going to make them the easy way, okay? So half recipe, we're going to do 1 cup of cassava flour. 1 cup of cassava flour. This is literally made from the cassava plant, and it has a lot of fiber, and it's gluten-free. Now, you could use gluten-free flour. Fine, absolutely fine to use the gluten-free flour. I like the taste of the cassava flour, but if you don't know the difference, you could easily do white. You could do white flour, but the problem with the white flour is it's got the gluten in it, and that causes a lot of autoimmune issues, and I already have autoimmune issues, so I'm not going there. This is tapioca flour. I tend to keep it in this jar all the time. So tapioca flour, and then I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of some, of course, sea salt, half a teaspoon of sea salt. I'm going to prepare my board with some gluten-free flour. You can put more cassava flour here, tapioca flour. I like when I'm doing this, the gluten-free flour is better for what I'm going to do next to actually make the scallion pancakes. Let's get the pan heated up. Okay, here we go. Avocado oil. You can use coconut oil. You could use ghee, whatever you want, but a higher heat oil. Just don't use olive oil or canola oil on this one. Okay, so I'm going to make a well in the middle here, and I'm going to start pouring in some water. It's about 3/4 cup water. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to do about 3/4 cup water. If I feel like I need more, I'll put more. If I feel like I need less, I'll put less. Here we go. Okay, it's coming together. You see it's a little crumbly still, but I just keep bringing it together, bringing it together, bringing it together. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to put a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of sesame oil in there. I'm going to fold it in. Fold it in. My pan is nice and hot. And now I got a nice dough happening. And I'm going to throw in all of the scallions. Always cover your dough with a cellophane or a damp kitchen cloth. You don't want it to dry out. You want it to stay nice and warm. So here's my dough. Yes, I've got big pieces of scallion. I'm lazy. If you want to make them smaller pieces, by all means. There we go. We're just going to put it in the flour, and you're going to flatten it out with your hands. Get your hands in the flour. Flour up your hands. Make them as small as you can possibly get them. And we're going to turn up the heat. I don't use a rolling pin. You can use a rolling pin. I just think doing it with your hands, these wonderful tools. I've got a wonderful rolling pin. It was my sister's. It's this beautiful marble rolling pin. But I just don't, I think you can do such a beautiful job with your hands that you can feel the dough better with the hands. And you see how I got a nice thin scallion pancake. There we go. I'm going to fry that up. About 4 minutes on each side, and then we'll have a beautiful scallion pancake. This might not be done by the time we're done, but I will show you one that I already cooked that's in the refrigerator. Hold on a second. They are best fried up and eaten right away. If you end up putting them in the fridge because you made too many of them, then put it in the toaster oven for a few minutes and it'll heat it up beautifully, and it makes a nice addition to eating a salad or even this Vietnamese salad. I ate it together with my Vietnamese salad the other day. So there we have it, our scallion, or Chinese scallion pancakes. Thank you so much for watching the show today. If you love to find joy in the kitchen, even if you don't know how to cook, even if you don't like to cook, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right below so that you can catch each and every one of my episodes. Thank you again, and until next time, namaste.